for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. Ought to be a good one here between the Cleveland Indians and the Washington Nationals. It's Interleague Baseball next on MLB Network. Steven Strasburg gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, the guy they call Strauss is on right now. This guy's lived up to the hype. Former first pick of the draft out of San Diego State University. Won a World Series championship with the Washington Nationals. Might have the best overall package of pitches in baseball. Really good fastball, good changeup, good curveball, and also a good hard slider. 4 pitches, he'll throw any at any time for strikes. One of the top pitchers in the game, Steven Strasburg.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. One 0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
From the stretch, Michael Brantley is on deck. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home, and he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soto is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting third.
Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bell is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Stepping up is Jose Ramirez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Fouled away.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Corey Kluber, the right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And now here is Luis Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For Washington, a shortstop, Luis Garcia.
Now the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In there, and it's even at 1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Now the 2-1. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Another one sent foul.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third,
Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Bryce Harper is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short, right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We are still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eddie Murray.
First baseman, number 33, Eddie Murray.
From the stretch. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 6.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And I'm focusing on outfielder Juan Soto today. Obviously, the bat plays. We've seen it a time or two. This guy can go line to line with the quickness and go deep in a hurry. But defensively, he makes the game look easy as well, and a strong arm to back it up.
Now that brings up Josh Naylor as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 0-1 delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forward the power-hitting third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. In the outfield, Michael Brantley. This guy broke the Indians' franchise record for consecutive games without an error in 2013. Has great range and is very sure-handed out there. Always going to make the play.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. The 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number two.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score. And now Wilson Ramos, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
The catcher, Wilson Ramos.
He's set. Here it comes.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Pitch on the way. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Here it comes.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 2-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
So now the pitcher, Corey Kluber. This is a textbook sacrifice situation, so let's see if that's the call. Now the first pitch. showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one. Ramos aboard here at first with nobody out. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for one, on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Now batter.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
The batter will be Grady Sizemore as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. A ball and a strike. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
So first and second with one down. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Strasburg comes set. Here's his offering. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly to second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Now back, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Next to hit, Michael Brantley. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
2 balls and a strike to count. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk on her.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set, the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
All even now, 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Into the box now, Eddie Murray, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 1-0. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
The set and the 2-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And this is popped up near second base. Garcia is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. And up next, it'll be Keibert Ruiz. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-1. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Here comes the 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. And another foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
The 2-2 one more time. And he finally puts him away here as he strikes him out after an 11-pitch at bat.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive
Batting
about
it.
that four-seam
The first
fastball.
baseman.
So I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Stepping in now, number 88. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Steven Strasburg.
So stepping in is Steven Strasburg. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Breaking ball called just a bit low. And there's ball 2 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Striding in for the Indians, Josh Naylor. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
Josh Naylor.
First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Hit to first. And the flip to a hustling Strasburg covering at the bag for the out.
Now batting.
So with
The
that,
shortstop,
let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the
Urshela.
pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. Next, it'll be Urshela. First pitch on the way. One run, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Ball 2. Popped up. Rendon able to put it away, and that's out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Strasburg on 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm a
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Luis Garcia. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And there's one down now.
The batter, number 6. Second baseman, Anthony.
One out, base is empty, and that'll bring up Anthony Rendon. First pitch of the AB on its way. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Standing in now, Bryce Harper. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 1-0. Just a tick behind for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw in time and the side is retired. One left for Washington. They're down 1-0. Into the box now, the Indians pitcher, Corey Kluber, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate, Grady Sizemore, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
The 3-0 pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 2 to the Indian center fielder.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So now here is Ahmed Rosario. No hits to this point. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. And yet another throw over. And he'll get back in safely. And again a throw. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. Throw won't get him. Runner going a second time. A pitch out. The throw. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. High fly ball out to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Indians fail to score. They lead it 1-0.
You ain't from where you say you from. You ain't done what you say you done. We don't believe that. You ain't from where you say you from.
Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here now is Juan Soto. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Matty, I'd like to see them change up their offensive approach a little bit right now. Maybe get a little bit more aggressive in the strike zone. I just feel like this pitcher is settling into a rhythm, and they're going to hand it over to the bullpen eventually, and this game's going to be over.
Ball one. Left side, but well foul. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike two.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Kluber will take it himself for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Nationals, the right fielder, Josh.
Next to stand in is Josh Bell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And now the first pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Way outside. 1-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hard hit to first. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
2 down, no one on base, and Keber Ruiz will dig into the plate. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball, that pitch is out. Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be fouled away.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Still 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit on the ground to short. Over to first, and that retires the side. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0.
Yeah, who that in the whip? Yeah, you know that's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. A hit in 2 tries so far.
The left fielder, number 32, Michael Brantley.
First offering.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. That's lifted the other way out to left. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jose Ramirez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Rendon is there. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Now back, the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
To the plate now, Eddie Murray, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the 1-0.
That's a ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
The right fielder, number 30, Josh Naylor.
So now to the plate, Josh Naylor hits softly down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. And the runner will score from second. And he is in there. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Wander Suero will slide in now and try to work out of this. Runners at second and third with 2 gone.
Wander Suero.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 2-0 Indians. Now to bat, number 88 will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Grounded to short. He's got it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, the pitcher, Wander.
Yadiel Hernandez will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away.
Yadiel Hernandez.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And that misses for ball 1. One out, nobody on. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he fouls this one off.